Today, the Vikings picked up outside linebacker depth. Let's find out who's backing up Z&D, Zadarius Smith, and Danielle Hunter. Listen to my contest and the rest coming up next. Hello, Viking fans. I'm going to do a giveaway. I want to describe it to you. I'm going to give away $100 worth of merchandise of your choosing. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, 75 if I get to 750, 50 if I get to 500, 25 if I get to 250. I'm going to choose one person from an episode. So I'm going to choose an episode, and I'm going to choose one person as long as they're liked, subscribed, and commented. And you can do multiple comments, multiple entries. You can actually go back to my old videos and do that too. Those will be eligible. Now, I'm going to choose that on game day against the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to choose one. Hopefully, it's $100, and I have 1,000 subscribers. Skol Vikes. Welcome to Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter at SkoWorld, at MN Sports Podcast. You can also follow me on Facebook, SkoWorld. Also, subscribers, go down and click like and leave a comment to enter my contest. Let's hear who the Vikings picked up. Let's get started. All right, Vikings faithful. The Vikings picked up an outside linebacker, Andre Mintze. Now, not very well known, but he made the 53-man roster coming out of camp in Denver. He's 23 years old. It's tough to find exact measurables on him. It ranges quite a bit. They're not too far apart. You'll find that he's got like 32.5-inch arms, so not a very long player. His hand size is close to 10 inches. That's great. I've seen his 40 time anywhere from 4.56 to 4.76, but he had a pro day where he ran 4.56. I also seen him at 4.59, but he played defensive end in college. Now, there wasn't a whole lot of production, like 3 or 4 sacks a season. But he was undersized. He weighed in at 253, but he also weighed in under 250. Smaller for a defensive end in the SEC. So he was behind the 8 ball on that. He played for Vanderbilt in high school. He played in Philadelphia. He won a state championship for the team he played in high school. So the boy knows about winning. I think he won 15 games or something like that one season. He did have knee surgeries, and that probably set him back in his recruiting. He did get other offers, but he decided to go with Vanderbilt. Now, we picked him up in the hopes is that he plays 3-4 defense as an outside linebacker. He is not a defensive end. He's not a guy that you're going to want to put hand on the ground. Now, however, there is tape on him where he has pass rush skills, and I believe he's got a high motor. He's adequately fast for the position at defensive end, but also at outside linebacker. So I don't see this guy getting down in a defensive end, especially we're running 3-4. I don't see him running defensive end on a 4-3. But I could see a Danielle Hunter playing DN in a 3-4 and bringing him in as an outside linebacker on a third and long situation where we're going to need a pass rush. That's the kind of thing I think we would be creative defensively. So I think it was a good pickup. He's young. He showed flashes. It looks like he's a pass rush specialist. Although the production doesn't show it back in college, he did play special teams, so there's added value there. I do not think there is the greatest competition at edge rusher right now for the Vikings outside of Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith. Like a Patrick Jones, and just there wasn't a whole lot behind these guys that he couldn't possibly beat them out. I think bringing in more competition at that position just to have more choices, because I do feel like it is a thin position. Now, it's not a big splash, but I believe it's a good decision. Now, there's some intangibles about this player. He actually started a foundation or a charity why he was at Vanderbilt for the Children's Hospital, because he actually did an internship for the local hospital there, the Vanderbilt Hospital. So there's a lot of good things. I think he raised $40,000 for his like a dance-a-thon charity drive. He's actually got, and I'll put this in my bio. He's actually got a YouTube channel where he's actually quite the performer, and he had a double major, and I think one of them was in like in filmography or some sort of something to do with media presentation. I forget the title of it. I can't remember it offhand, but he has skills. You could go see some of his videos he's done. He's talented. So you can click on a link down below in the description to check out more of him from his own mouth. And he also actually there's stories on him, on his journey to the NFL, things like that. This guy's a pretty stand-up guy. He's got a good quality about him. It's kind of Viking, I think, Kwesi was looking for in the draft. I think he's also looked for him in free agency. I think he's got a high character, high motor, and it has pass rush skills. He's not going to be an every down outside linebacker, but he could definitely be a backup and a rotational type player, because there will be situations where players get tired and you need to give them rest. This guy can come in on third down and do that. All right, that's it. Minnesota Sports Talk. You can follow me on Twitter at SkullWorld, at MN Sports Podcast, Facebook, SkullWorld. Click like. Make sure you hit comment, but you have to be subscribed to enter my contest. That's it. Talk to you next time. Skol Vikings.